This station is brought to you by Sandtrex, affordable offshore hosting with servers worldwide. Sandtrex offers services such as VPN, VPS, dedicated servers, shared hosting, and more. Get more information about Sandtrex at sandtrex.net.
Hey, you like the tunes here, right? So check out digitally imported premium. All the same great music, commercial-free, and in super high quality. See www.di.fm/premium.
Okay, everybody, we are finally live, a little before schedule than usual, but it doesn't matter. Let me just get shAggy on here with me as well, so we can go live. shAggy, you here?
Yes, I am.
Yes, we are now live. Everybody, welcome to this the third episode of Dave the TV, the new DOT experience. one could probably not call it that new any longer, seeing as this is our third episode, but, well, it is kind of still the new DOS experience. So, shAggy, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Indeed, shAggy has now gotten himself a new microphone, and thus I need to control the sound a little better so you're not too loud. And as you all know, I am AzZa, your host, and of course, shAggy here is my co-host. Today we are going to have a very, very exciting match. We are going to see First Frag versus Awesome. And thus, we have decided to do a little pre-show for it, as usual, involving interviews with the two teams. But we sadly have to exclude Awesome from this one, as I have not been able to get a hold of anyone from Awesome. So we will have to get Luke on here from First Frag when he is done with his PCW. So today's lineups we have for First Frag. We have Joey, PHN, and Riot on the lights. We have Luke and Teppa on the heavies, and we have shAggy on the sniper. shAggy, what do you think about this lineup?
This is a very promising lineup, and I think with this lineup they'll do a lot of damage to Awesome's team now tonight. And we're looking forward to see how the First Frag lights will do tonight.
Indeed. And as some of the viewers were saying, shAggy is going to be very key as well in this match, and I agree completely. As we've seen in a lot of our previous matches with shAggy involved, he's always been a very key player in that particular match. So for Awesome, we have Ekval, who I believe is going to merc for them. We have Arthas, we have shAggy on the lights, and on the heavies we have let's see if I get this correct, Giuseppe or Yusefa or whatever, and Chromie on the heavies, and we have Matthias on the sniper. But as far as I can see, Matthias is not completely confirmed yet, so we'll just have to go with assumptions.
Yeah, I tried to get a hold of Ekval, but he's not online as I can see, and he's the only one I can talk to that has contact with the Awesome ES team. So yeah, it's not confirmed 100% yet, but I think Matthias will play.
Indeed, but it's funny now that they're actually bringing Ekval in as a merc. We know that Ekval usually plays for Biror, and he's a very, very experienced light. He has a lot of officials behind on his backbone, so to speak. So I think that's going to be very good for the two other lights on Awesome's lineup. We have Arthas and shAggy, as I named before. Namely, Arthas has been part of, I believe, Warrior Troopers for a very long time. Warrior Troopers being one of the very oldest teams in DOTS, who sadly now is not to be found on the DOTS scene anymore. And of course, we have shAggy. For everyone who doesn't know, all Awesome's current lineup is all Spanish, but Ekval, who is of course Swedish, he plays for Biror, all of them are Swedish basically, except for Was. But back to these guys, shAggy.
This will be very interesting to see how Awesome's team play will affect with Ekval, as far as I know, he can't speak or understand Spanish. So let's see how how much this will affect the Awesome's team play. And
But it's funny now that they actually brought Ekval onto as a merc, because as far as I know, they've had a long time to prepare for this. So, but we never really know what happened really. So, Arthas, Ekval, and shAggy, do you think they can stand up to Joey, PHN, and Riot? Because both of those teams are very good, light teams, or rifle teams, should I say? But I think it's gonna also be about the maps. Of course, we have Anzio for First Frag. I believe that's the first map, and we have Santos as the second map. And if we need it, we have Catania as the decider. shAggy, what do you think on Anzio about the lights, particularly? Can Awesome stand up to First Frag?
I have actually no idea. I haven't played them. I haven't played the Awesome lineup, and as I know, First Frag has Anzio as their favorite and most played map, and I know they're very good and very dangerous on that map. Indeed. They usually do a lot of full caps on that map.
Exactly.
Are very dominant.
Well, I personally remember back when I played in iRage, hi Tickle, I know that Warrior Troopers are very, very strong on Anzio, And as I said before, a lot of these guys have actually played with Warrior Troopers, namely AzZa and Chromie. So I believe those guys will be excellent. Well, at least for strategies and tactics for what exactly Awesome is going to do on Anzio. On the other hand, of course, Plaza is going to be, I think, dominated by First Frag's heavy side, because they have, of course, Ren. As far as I know, he just quit recently. He quit actively DOS because he moved house or something like that. So he actually quit for good this time. So Teppa is now in together with Luke, but still, Teppa is also a very formidable heavy. And I think those two, Luke and Teppa together, as well with shAggy, of course, on Plaza as particularly as allies, of course, they'll be having no problem at all on Plaza. But of course, you should never underestimate a team like these Spaniards. Awesome. We have Giuseppe, as I said, and Chromie, and maybe Medius. Those are also very experienced heavies, so it could go both ways, really. But they just have to rely a little more about team play, I think, because individually, I think First Frag are better players. More experienced players. They've been almost all of them has been on the top. I think the only one who's not played in the top team until now is Riot, who played usually with Team Germany back in the day. Also a very good German light, so no wonder he's in First Frag now. Anzio, I think we covered most of that. I mean, Awesome is going to have to do some excellent team play and stuff like that instead of just focusing more on the individual tactics. But we can get more into that as we get into the map itself. For Santos, as we all know, that's a very hard map to outcap on. Again, I think this is going to rely a lot on the lights and on the snipers. Do you agree, shAggy?
Can you say again?
Do you agree Santos? That Santos is going to rely a lot on the lights and the heavies? Because, you know, as we all know, it has a huge bridge in the middle. But of course, it also depends on the heavies moving over Broken, I believe it's called, and, you know, assisting when they're capping the middle. So I think as well, FF is favored to take Santos as well. But this was Awesome's pick, so we never know. Awesome might have something in their sleeves. Something we haven't seen yet on Santos, as we've not seen that map played that much in tournaments.
Indeed, and Santos is a very open map. So, as I said before, I haven't played against Awesome, so I don't know their plays very well. But as we all know, CG, he will be very important for First Frag as a sniper now with the main bridge controlling the Axis tank there, with also Luke now pushing over with probably Teppa now.
Exactly,
almost a broken house, and CG will be very dominant for First Frag, and he will be the person to rely on Santos to get this game